I've been asked a number of times, why do I phrase it, the Christ? I will call him Jesus. I will call him our Savior. But I will also call him the Christ, proper noun. I'm sorry it has taken so long to find an appropriate time to discuss this, but today is the best time. At birth, he was Jesus, Joseph's son. At that time, you were always known by your father's name. There were no surnames or family names. The father's name is where many of today's surnames or family names came from. Johnson came from John's son. Josephson came from Joseph's son. Anderson, Anders' son. And you can go through many of them. Those who aren't something's son are often in another language someone's son. Jesus would rightly have been the Almighty's Son, or God's Son. But no one knew that until decades later. When Jesus started his mission, he was also called of Nazareth incorrectly, for he was of Bethlehem. The of was the city from where you were born, not where you now lived. Sort of like in some cities, you are known by the church or the parish area from whence you came. That's the city that my mother came from. They're always known if you were a St. Mark's person or a nativity person, not where you grew up later or where you now live. Because my mum was a nativity person. And like her sister, Carol, who just recently died, she was a nativity girl. But then she married a St. Mark's boy. Ooh. And all of her kids were St. Mark's people. In my city, you are known by the park in which you live by, or the grade school. So I am a Fulton person, or a Pershing person. It's very funny because I can say to anyone else of Minneapolis, what are you? Oh, I'm a Pearl person. Oh, I'm Pershing. Oh, okay, so you're over there. Well, where'd you move? I said, I moved to Linden Hills. Right away, they know where I'm from, where I lived, and what sort of area I'm from. That is the same with saying Jesus was of Nazareth or of Bethlehem. Jesus only lives now in Nazareth as an adult or with his parents. Had they correctly named him of the city of David, he would have been more powerful to the people sooner, because the prophets all foretold the Christ Savior would come from the city of David and be of Jesse's lineage, just like in all the Christmas carols. The title Christ is a noun, so it is always the Christ. For example, it is always the President when you refer to the person or the office. The Christ is the person, for there is but one Christ, and he is always the Christ. In only modern times, in our laziness, has it been shortened, rudely and very disrespectfully, to speaking as if it was a surname. Jesus Christ. It is not a surname. It is a title, won through his life. He is Jesus the Christ, the Son of Man, the Saviour of the world, beloved and begotten Son of God. We are God's children too, but we are his created children. Jesus was begotten unto Mary. We are created by God and then adopted at baptism. So we are part of the family twice, created and then adopted. Woohoo! If you have any other questions about this or how things work or what I'm doing, anything you see or hear, send them to me, all right? This weekend is Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. The Hebrew common greeting at Rosh Hashanah is Shana Tova. Shana Tova. An alternate greeting is Shana Tova Mitsuka. Shana Tova Mitsuka. The first one means have a good year. The second one in Hebrew means have a good and sweet year. During this time, Jews will be praying for such things as patience, compassion, understanding of another's perspective, praying to be slow to anger but quick to forgive in all situations. And the younger folks, under 40 or so, will meditate with other people who are like-minded spiritually and be connecting to something far greater than themselves spiritually. Pray for your brothers and sisters of Jewish faith that this is a meaningful year for them.